So clearly not quite an unboxing. It's not in a box, but I like to show the presentation of how the magazine or the game shows up. What you'll notice first of all is artwork by Roger B. McGowan. I can't remember the Avalon Hill game. I don't own this one. But this is the artwork that was on a game back in the day. Of course, C3i and issue 34. But in the bag, you'll get this. This actually showed up. It was in a box for me. This is a review copy. They reached out and asked if I'd like to review another one. There is a game in here which we'll look at, and I'll end up doing a review of the game as well. But I'm always so taken by the magazine itself, I find myself stalled. So, of course, I haven't even looked at this. I am going to open it up here for the first time. So we'll open it up. We'll slide everything out. We'll get the bag out of the way. Let's start. We'll come back to this and look at the different articles and things that are inside. And the Battle of Kursk is the game. So that is cool. So a little setup, separate rules, 16 pages. Let's take a look. So it's kind of like almost like an eggshell instead of a glossy. It feels glossy, but it has more of an eggshell look. There's your front and your back, your counters. Hold on, sorry, got it up in the air. Hello, you guys are like, put it down, put it down. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to just flip through quickly. Again, we will get to a review of this later. I've actually got a few other games on the table I'm working through right now. Okay, pull that off to the side. We'll do a map unfurl a little bit later. That'll be the last thing I do. High quality, very large map. Let's see what else we got. Odds. Sorry, I'm shading. Optional odds markers for Kursk. The Tigers are burning 1943. Interesting. FIREBASE Vietnam Solitaire game that comes with this as well. That's funny. I remember reading a bunch about the Kursk. Huh. Look at that. That's attractive. Vietnam rules. Of course, here's the boxed versions. Gettysburg, Mark Herman, and Waterloo. They came as games as well within C3i Magazine. So we got here. Oh yeah, this is cool. So C3i is affiliated, or the house organ, I think is the phrase, for GMT. So you're going to get some different errata or some different extras that end up coming with this as well, including some of the counters. So the counters aren't just for the games. There's some extra bits. And again, I'm not up on all that. We'll cover that in a little more detail, either in the notes, probably in the notes of the extra things that are in here. But this is part of what I'm telling you. There's so many little cool extra things that come that it's neat. Now, this is a big magazine kind of thing that's like a game map, but it has all the games that are available, which is kind of cool in its own right, but we won't go into that right now. And our counters. Let me make sure I get this properly framed and not upside down. There we go. Better one, not upside down. That's what happens when you're looking at your screen instead of the real stuff, and then you're like, something's odd. All right, so we can see what the flip side is. Very cool. All right, we're going to, let's flip through a little bit of the magazine here. Again, love the colors too, but table of contents. I'm going to blow it up on a side photo here so you can just see it, and I'm not just reading it through to you, but that way you can see some of the things that are in there. And then I'm going to just do a little bit more of a casual flip through. So, lessons learned. James Dunnigan or Jim Dunnigan. The Complete War Games Handbook. It's funny, I actually have one of his books. Just recently picked it up. It's an older version, so I'm not sure if that's the new one. But of course, he has been doing from Strategy Page and Strategy Talk, he's been walking through his history of design work, and Dan Masterson will be on because he's come on before and we talked about, I actually reached out to Jim to see if Jim, I don't know the man, never met him, Mr. Dunnigan, and to see if he wanted to come on and talk in particular about Avalon Hill with the Avalon Hill series I'm doing. And no, it's not his thing right now, and he's doing his own Strategy Talk, Strategy Page. So looks like this is some great in-depth stuff here. Wow. Okay, so here we're talking about Gulf Strike, which is actually Mark Herman's game. And if you get the one with Saddam on it, I believe that one's more valuable for obvious reasons. All right. And what you get is a lot of depth and detail, which is what is really nice. And that is why I'll get the magazine and I'll be fired up about the game. And then the games, or in this case, games are on hold because I get sucked in. Love this historic shot. When you're getting fired at, you get small. You get real small. All right, the Hunters. So we've got an expansion pack. Very cool. That's clearly what those other sheets were. This is Mark Herman's. I never know how to quite say it. Is it Clio's Corner? Clio's Corner? I know. So, all right, we're going to keep sliding through. Very nice. Undaunted Normandy. Walking in the footsteps of the U.S. 30th Infantry Division. Really? David Thompson. And here's Undaunted. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. Undaunted is a deck builder. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my deck builders, I quit playing them in person. I love playing deck builders on my phone. It just handles the shuffling, all the rules, all the combinations so much nicer. I did go check. There's no app for Undaunted Normandy yet. Hopefully there will be. But that is cool. Oh, France 1944. By the way, Judd Vance will zoom in on at least that part of it. Judd talked to me about writing this and how he spent some of the time on it. Some of the time on it, a lot of time on it. We're going to have to bring Judd in to talk about that. Let's see, still flipping through Harold Buckman's Snakes and Ladders. Number 1, why do we play what we play? Hello? So I want to stop right now and read it. I'm not kidding. So again, I haven't read this. The first I opened it is what you're seeing now. Whoa, C3i interview Chad Jensen. That is going to be interesting and sad. He has passed away. Kai, his wife, is still running the operation there. Okay, that will probably be sad, but I'm glad it's in there. Okay. Opening Waterloo Strategy by Mark Herman. We're flipping through so you can see not only do you get the article, but stunning pictures. What do we got? Drop Zone, Southern France. This is in the P500 list, and I can't remember where it is. I thought it was a little shy of the P500 mark, but I believe that is currently up. And then post-Cold War, making of the post-Cold War world order. Okay. And boom. All right, so we can see our counters. We can see our map. Let me reconfigure. Wow, the complexity, literally, wow. Let me reconfigure my camera real quick. I'm going to pull the map over here. I'm going to open it up, and we'll peruse the map. All right, so what's very interesting here with the map is you're going to see the map kind of pushes from south to north here. So, although it looks like you could... Well, the words here on the map are laid out north to south, but you do have some charts on the side that can be read as if you had this turned sideways as well. So we'll have to, again, I haven't dug into this at all. I remember glancing and seeing, oh, there's a Kursk game in here, but that was about it. So as I pan up, you can kind of see the extent of this map as it crawls away. So we have quite a big map. I mean, look at that. If I go up much further, you'll see some whiskey in the background, but that is nice and impressive. Now this is cool, so I didn't plan to show you this. I literally thought this was like an ad for a bunch of GMT games or maybe the different magazines from C3i, and I got to take a look at it and I thought, well, I've got to get this on camera. This is 60 plus years of war games. So the historical conflict board games, story evolution through 250 games. Now you've got some designers shown on here. I saw Dunnigan, you can see Dunnigan there. Don Greenwood, right here. By the way, I did try to get Don. I have asked Don to come on for the Avalon Hill segment, and he said no. I said, okay, if you change your mind, let me know. So I have asked. I've had several people asking why haven't you had Don Greenwood on? Not yet, or maybe never. So, but back to this. This is very, very cool, showing, look at this, medieval gunpowder, ancients. So you've got all the fantasy space. You've got the different games. And then up top, whoops, dang it, I just tore that seam. I gotta be gentle with this. You've got 1958 moving us all the way through, getting into the 80s where I come on board, 90s, 2000s, all the way to the 2010s. So this is yet one other thing I'm going to have to go study.